Hey everyone. I thought I'd jump on here a little bit this morning. It's Thursday morning, and I wanted to talk to you some about the diagnostic essay. Chances are you've already begun thinking about that. And so, if I could clarify a few points and put your mind at ease about what the function this essay serves, that'd be super. Well, I'm going to share my screen right here and focus on the assignment, and then I'll try to keep it short and sweet for you. Okay, well, here we are, and I am going to try to make this part just a little bit bigger. I don't know if I can, maybe no, but if you click the link within Moodle that says diagnostic essay, you'll come up on a page like this, and um, so maybe I could just point out a couple things. The first thing is the purpose of the essay. Why we're writing this essay this early is just to have a gauge of how you put essays together. There is really very, very low pressure on this. It's a completion grade. You get the points if you've submitted something by Sunday night that looks as if you've applied yourself. And then at the end of the semester, you will write a comparable essay that does, in fact, get weighted and graded according to criteria that we've covered in the class. So, all right, well, here are the guidelines. You were asked to read 3 essays this week. And what those 3 essays have in common is that all 3 writers are focusing on their personal experience, but not just that. They're really trying to write descriptively and vividly and capturing something that they see as so crucial, and in these instances, something that really shaped the way they view the world, or really captured a value that they think is so important. So as you saw, Maya Angelou, writing about her graduation, is at first so excited. Her entire community is invested in this graduation because education means so much in leveling the playing field. But then she's crushed by the white school superintendent coming and really demeaning the accomplishment. He, instead of uh, focusing on the potential that these students have, he first talks about the white school and all this new equipment they've gotten and woo woo woo, and kind of says to the women, the black young women in the audience, oh, you're going to make good maids and housekeepers, and says to the black young men, oh, there's this whole string of athletes that you could join the ranks of. Well, for a while they're so crushed, but then the focus of the essay is really the way in which one young man stands up and uh, brings a group together, and the singing of the James Weldon Johnson's poem, which became known as the Negro National Anthem. And the spirits soar again, and there's this sense of overcoming adversity in spite of the world that she's in that doesn't really encourage her to become all that she can. Well, that's Maya Angelou. Eudora Welty is concentrating on the idea of listening and paying attention to fine detail. Her essay is written more as a short story with a fictional character there, but supposedly this is drawn from her personal experience, and the uh, core component is like the attention to wide reading and focusing on the world around us, which is a lesson that this young narrator learns of in the environment in which he grew up. And then Malcolm X's essay is very different still. Malcolm X had a troubled childhood and wound up in jail or in prison for killing a man, and so in a fight. And so his focus is the way in which he teaches himself to read and write while he's in prison, and then emerges from the prison sentence as a major player, such an eloquent spokesman. And so skillful with rhetoric that is able to really have a dramatic impact on civil rights movement and again on doing something with his education more than he ever would have envisioned as a young man. So, all right. Well, I've said all that. You didn't need me to summarize those, but I did. So there we are. The point I want to make is the focus on the descriptive detail and really trying to hone in on the personal private experience. But of course, all three of those writers has something to say about the role education played or what they value about education. So your diagnostic essay asks you to think about that, think about your own experience and what really matters to you, and then write an essay where you're focusing on something so vital to you in your educational process that really defines what you value. And you obviously value it, or you wouldn't be trying to go to college right now, right? And then try to contrast that or compare that with the experience of one of the writers you were asked to read for the week. So then in terms of like length, all that, this last paragraph says that your essay should be roughly 3 pages, 3 to 5 pages. Double space it, type it, set it up according to MLA format. And I'll put you a little model, though there is a sample essay at the top of the homepage in our course that you could also look at to just see how to set up that first page. You will have a works cited page that cites the one essay that you've decided to draw from. So do make note of that. And again, I'll put a little model so that you'll have that to go by as we're getting started. Okay, well, that's it. I'm going to unshare this if I could stop sharing it. And then please call or email if you have any questions, and I'll try to help you best I can. Have a good week and talk to you again soon.